Welcome back to our channel. My name's Allie.
I'm Whitney.
And today we're just going to be sharing with y'all some of our must-haves for this keto lifestyle. The things that have saved us from cheating or giving up.
Yeah, it's not been a smooth transition. The beginning was rocky, but we've kind of figured out our niche of things, and we're just going to share a little bit of what we do kind of on a weekly basis and what products have helped us on our way.
Okay, so first we have Himalayan pink salt. The reason why we like this salt versus regular salt is because it helps with the minerals and stuff that you aren't getting from your breads. So it helps with that dreaded keto flu, so you don't get that. We got ours from Walmart for $3.98, and we've had this bag forever.
We had it before we started keto. We just wanted something different because we had heard a lot of good things about it.
And it's pink.
It's pink, and she's bougie.
Yeah.
But to me, it's saltier than normal salt. Like, you don't need a lot of it.
This is a 1 pound bag, by the way. So,
and it has lasted us. It's really fine grained. Let me see if I can like show.
We put ours in like this
powder.
little bitty tiny bag. I mean, not bag, but little shaker.
Okay, let's see. Is it gonna? There we go. All right, you see, it's a powder, but it goes a long way.
Yeah.
But this is one of the things that we did. It's not really something that's gonna make or break you on your diet. You could still use regular salt if you wanted to, but this one does have a tendency to keep your electrolytes and all that jazz up.
Yeah, it has 84 minerals, and it says that the salt is naturally pink in color.
I don't think we ever got keto flu.
No,
I don't recall ever getting. I had some caffeine withdrawals and some sugar withdrawals, but other than that, I don't think we really struggled.
Alright, the next thing on our list is something that we didn't necessarily get right off the bat, but we've had it for the past month and a half now, and
I'd say we pretty much went 2 months.
Yeah, it's like a game changer to us. Like, I have been a slow, 22 pounds in 3 months is not slow, but Whitney has beat me by 20 pounds. I feel like this is like a game changer because it's MCT oil, and it has 14 grams of fat per tablespoon.
There you go.
And no carbs, nothing else. It's just basically coconut oil.
What this did for us was it knocked out our need for constant fat bombs.
Yeah, like, oh, what are we gonna have? What are we gonna get that's going to,
like, we couldn't really
get our fat up? That was where we struggled the most in this, was trying to, I always felt like at the end of the day, whenever we were keto tracking, that I never had enough fat.
Right, we didn't want to come home and have to eat like a block of cream cheese or like.
We have done that in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning we were making fat bombs because we kind of like, it's baby steps. It's a learning curve for everybody. But we really had trouble with the fat portion of keto, and this has pretty much saved us. We do a lot of intermittent fasting, which is where we fast for 16 hours and then we eat for 8 hours of the day. Like, we get all of our macros in those 8 hours, and doing that, this helps tremendously because it's hard to just find stuff that has good fat but also moderate protein and so on. So,
and with this, like, we don't even like put it in anything. Like, to be honest, we have like a shot glass, and we put our tablespoon in there and fill the rest of it up with water, and
we just shoot it down. It's, like I said, it's 14 grams of fat, but it's good fat. So it really has.
Might not be the best method, but it's the method that works for us.
Yeah, it's working for us right now. It hasn't stopped, and actually our weight loss started
picking up
once we figured out that this thing right here was available to us, and it wasn't nasty. We didn't know how we would feel about drinking straight oil.
But as long as you don't get it on your lips, then it doesn't really bother you.
But if you do get it on your lips, it's like free chapstick for a couple hours.
But we got this from Walmart. It is a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle. and it was $12.49 at our Walmart. And this lasts us we probably get one every month and a half.
It lasts a good bit. And
this is we're on our third bottle now.
Right, it's like, and we're going into our going into our 4th month of keto.
Yeah, we're about to start our fourth month.
So our 3rd bottle, and we didn't really start until maybe into our 2nd month a good ways. But that's us doing 2 shots a day.
Yeah, because I do one, she does one.
I do one every morning
If we eat a whole bunch of protein and not a lot of fat, then we will definitely maybe do more than one.
Next up is something I would have never, again, thought to try because it just, to me, it sounds gross. I've never been an avocado fan up until now, and I'm still not the biggest avocado fan. I think people think if you're on keto, you eat tons of avocados. We do not.
I can't. One morning we made a big breakfast and I was like, ooh, let's have some avocado. Because, you know, everybody makes it look so delicious and put salt and pepper and some Tonys, and I was about to gag halfway through. Like, I can eat guacamole any day of the week. Yeah,
guacamole, she's got it. But if it's just straight avocado with some seasoning,
I ain't got it.
She ain't got it. But this is avocado oil. We got it from Walmart.
We need some more.
We need some more. If you look on the back, there's your, let's let it focus. There you go. Stop the video if you need to check it out some more. It's just an extra boost to fat for whatever you're cooking. Say, we cook a lot of chicken because that's my favorite. But when we're cooking chicken, instead of using regular vegetable oil, use the avocado oil. It goes a lot faster, a lot further, and it's 14 grams of fat. It doesn't say, what is it, for a tablespoon. So if you cook a tablespoon of this with your 2 chicken strips, you're also getting the added 14 grams of fat. So you don't have to do the MCT oil because you've got it cooked into your chicken. But it doesn't have a taste. Oil doesn't really have a taste. The MCT oil didn't have a taste. But we like this.
Yeah, this is a 25.5 fluid ounce bottle, and we also got this from Walmart for $7.47.
Alright guys, this is the next thing that we're going to talk about. It is blanched almond flour. Also, it is a Walmart pickup.
Which is very surprising.
We were shocked to
It was one of the first things that we really ever got for keto, just strictly for keto. When we first started,
we did not like it.
I still don't 100% like it. You know, I'm weird about textures. Sometimes it's very like.
It definitely is not the same as original flour. It's not. That would be too good to be true. But it is a substitute, and it does do the trick for me.
Yeah, I mean, it works. I mean, this morning we had pancakes with it, and those were delicious.
I think that's become our favorite almond flour thing so far. But we made the king cake that was really good with the almond flour.
Sorry if you can hear our dog.
You hear our baby
through the background. She has no tact.
No. But really, we love the almond. Well, I love the almond flour. I've tried I did cheese sticks one day with the almond flour, and they turned out pretty good. But I want to try that recipe with pork rinds, because I've heard that pork rinds fry a little bit better, because the almond flour, it fries well, but it's not that crunchy what you are used to with original flour. Yeah. So that's the only downside with almond flour. This isn't very much. How much was it?
It's $11.88 again at Walmart, and you get a 32-ounce bag, which is 2 pounds.
It lasts a long time for us because we don't eat it every day. We've gotten to where we eat pancakes every once in a while because it's a good source of protein. Because the recipe, we'll do a video eventually of the pancakes, so be watching out.
Yeah, that's like one of our favorites. So yeah, definitely. Speaking of pork rinds,
bam!
I'm not a huge fan at all, really. Every now and then I'll eat like the barbecue kind. This kid right here, she will eat the dill pickle chip kind.
If it's dill pickle, if it's
these are salt and vinegar, which when she opened the bag, oh my gosh, they were stinky, stinky, stinky.
They smelled the whole car up, but I did not care.
There is fat.
There it goes.
There is no carbs. There is a lot of sodium and cholesterol.
They're not the best thing for you on a health spectrum.
Yeah.
For keto, they're the best as far as junk food. If you want a chip, here's your chip.
You almost hit me in the face with that.
Here's your chip. I would have been sad. These are my favorite. We bought these for snacking.
We bought this bag for battering. We're gonna try to do some. We did some chicken tenders with them. Maybe we could make like some fried pickles out of it. Yeah, there's a lot of different recipes floating around that you can use pork rinds for. Our next must-have is heavy whipping cream. We use heavy whipping cream a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to have it for pancakes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So, you know, 1 carb. That's pretty much it. For 1 tablespoon. There we go. Okay. I'll put some heavy whipping cream in my coffee if I have coffee.
I've made fat bombs using it before.
Yeah.
We use it for the pancakes.
It's just a staple to kind of have, you know, we were out of it for like 3 days and we were like, what are we gonna do?
Started going a little bit crazy. We tried, go ahead and pull up the next one, the almond milk. We tried almond milk.
Oh, heavy whipping cream is like $4.14, by the way, and we always just get the great value kind.
This is not a replacement for heavy whipping cream.
We tried.
We found that out the hard way and wasted some pretty important ingredients because we were working on pancakes, but
apparently we really like pancakes.
This is not bad. It's not a favorite.
I'm not a huge milk drinker anyways, so
yeah, she never was. I was.
It doesn't matter to me.
But this I found is really good if you use like sugar-free syrup, which isn't something you should do often, but if you want like something quick.
Yeah, like sugar-free chocolate syrup.
Yeah, sugar-free chocolate syrup. It's pretty good that way. But those are 2 of our cold, milky items that we've used that have helped. Like we said, the whipping cream is something you have to have for pretty much anything.
Next, we would these are my favorite go-tos. Random cheese. I like the Colby Jack and the Colby and Monterey Jack. It's 6 grams of fat, no carbs, no anything other than some fat.
It's
protein, but you know, the fat outweighs the protein, and I always do it with pepperoni. So, and you can eat 15 slices of pepperoni for 14 carbs.
Only 14 carbs.
I mean 14 grams of fat. I'm sorry.
Only 14 grams of fat, but a night full of indigestion.
Yeah. There's no carbs. There's 5 grams of protein, but I will take either this cheese or pepper jack, and I just make it into fourths, and I put me some pepperoni on there, and I don't even barely miss the crackers. I mean, I do, but it's not bad. But this is a good snack that I take to school and stuff, you know, for whenever I don't really want to have to stand in line for the microwave at school, because there's like 500 of us at our campus, so and we all take lunch at the same time. So yeah, that's a quick meal,
but not that much.
Okay, so being a nursing student, we're stressed. I'm always stressed. And I'm not saying that alcohol should be a stress reliever, or this is my nursing spiel, you shouldn't use it as a way of coping or anything like that. But every now and then I like to have a glass of wine at night, especially if I'm doing like a care plan or something that's taken forever. It just makes me feel like I'm having a little happy. I used to be a Moscato fan. I've never really enjoyed any kind of bitter or unsweet wine. So I've tried you can't drink Moscato on keto. There's just too many carbs. So
you can't really drink you can't drink a lot on keto, period.
Yeah, if I want wine, I do Riesling and by Barefoot, and it is surprisingly so sweet to me versus like what I would have ever thought before keto.
I actually think we've tried this one before keto and we thought it was disgusting.
I can even drink Pinot Grigio, which is pretty tart, before keto. There's 3 carbs and 4 ounces of this, so it's not really probably the best.
If you save up your carbs for the end of the day.
And I do that. If I know I'm going to have like a really big homework assignment or something, or if I'm going to be studying for a long time at night, I'll kind of save my carbs towards the end of the day to have a glass of wine. But I mean, I get the big bottle and I've had this probably about a week and a half. I don't drink a lot, but I like to have it in the fridge for those nights where like, some nights this will curb my sweet tooth, if that makes sense. So it's just something, Whitney doesn't care for it. She'll drink a couple sips of mine, but pretty much that's just for me.
And while we're on the topic, I'm going to tell y'all,
yeah.
I was a Jack and Coke fan. That's been my go-to. That's just what I like. But clearly you cannot have Coca-Cola on keto. So I have done some research. I've gotten to where I like Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Again, we don't drink many Diet Cokes.
I mean, they're not the best for you, but every now and then you just want a soda.
Yeah, we're worried about the aspartame and stuff.
Yeah.
But we've gotten to where we'll have a couple in the house just for that random, oh gosh, we need something. During Mardi Gras, one of the biggest kickers was, what are we going to drink? Because Mardi Gras, you drink.
Yeah.
So Coke Zero and Jack is not that bad. Jack Daniels has 0 carbs, 0 fiber, 0 sugars. It's nothing. So you can have that. Like we said, don't be excessive. Be smart about your drinking. That's our disclaimer.
I'm a whiskey fan as well, and I will do Sprite Zero and Crown Apple. Crown Apple does have sugar, I'm sure. I've not, to be honest, really searched it to see. I know Crown Royal, just the regular, doesn't have any carbs in it. But that's my drink of choice, and usually if I'm drinking, we're at a Mardi Gras ball or we're doing something to where it's not gonna matter if I have a little extra carbs, because we're gonna be working it off, probably walking in a crowd or something like that.
Something just to throw out there, while we were at Mardi Gras, we did find out about 2 different types of drinks. There's the brand Truly, and then something called White Claw. And Truly, at the bars, both of these are expensive. They're like $4 a can. It's ridiculous, but it's because they're newer.
$7 a can.
Yeah, it's because they're newer products, and everybody knows that people are trying to get healthy. So if they can up the price, people are going to have to buy it if they want to drink. But these are basically like sparkling. What do you call it?
It's like hard
seltzer
water. Yeah.
So, but those don't have 2 carbs, and then you got a dietary fiber, so you minus that. So you basically are getting 1 carb for the Trulies. And then on the White Claw, it's the same thing, except for that might have a little bit of sugar in it. But there's so many things you can look out there if you just need a drink. There's something out there that you can squeak by with on keto.
Yeah.
But that randomly turned into our drinking episode.
Next on our little what should you have on keto spill is
what works for us on keto spill.
Erythritol. We have the granulated erythritol, and we also have
that's the granulated.
Yeah, this is the nutritional facts on it. Can you see? Is it in
I want to go closer. There you go.
Yeah, and there's 4 grams of carbs for 1 teaspoon. But there's also 4 grams of erythritol, which makes it 0 carbs, net carbs. The other one is the powdered erythritol, and
both of these are not Walmart.
No,
this is strictly Amazon. You can get it in 2 days. The bigger bag,
which is a 3-pound bag.
It's 3 pounds. It's $14.99 Amazon. It's a Prime product. And then the smaller one is, what is this? How big is this? 16 ounces.
It's a 1 pound.
But it's powder, but it's $11.95. So they're kind of expensive, but they go a long way, and we really needed something because we were tired of Splenda's not good, like the best for you, the best option.
Yeah, and there's not a lot to choose from as far as like our Walmart that was within a price range that we were willing to spend. They have like small stuff. I will say that we got this erythritol first, and it was granulated, and I made peanut butter cookies with it, and it wasn't good.
No, they weren't good at all.
The only reason why they weren't good is because erythritol has like a, there I am. Erythritol has like a cooling effect to it. So with it being the granulated and it didn't dissolve quick enough, because if y'all have ever made keto peanut butter cookies, they're really easy. You're just eggs, peanut butter, sugar, and you bake them. So,
that's the powder one. Sorry.
The cookies were warm, but they had a cooling effect because of the erythritol. So I'm gonna try them again with the powdered, because we've started using the powdered in anything that we bake, and it's definitely not an issue at all.
It's like the granules have a harder time dissolving. So, because even in coffee, if we make coffee, we'll use the powder. We'll throw the granule in there sometimes, but the powder seems to work. Even with the pancakes, I've gotten to where, again, here we go with the pancakes.
Pancakes.
Pancakes is gonna be the best video you ever see. But no, it's just easier. It dissolves better, because the peanut butter cookies really threw us off on the granulated.
Yeah, for sure.
It was weird. But it was also newer into keto too. We were still fresh and things were weird.
Since we talk about pancakes so much,
we're just really into pancakes right now. That's the one thing we have found that, like, to me tastes like cake. It's got protein. It's something we can have, and we don't feel like crap after we eat them.
And I have been craving this whole time waffles. We love Waffle House waffles. They are the best, and I always get mine with peanut butter. So whenever I was at work one day, they had put me on the cereal aisle, and we found this. And this is what started our obsession with pancakes. And because at first I have a Mickey waffle iron. It's a Belgian waffle thing, so we tried this in there, but it was just too thick. Like it was just not, you know, me with my textures again. Well, anyways, this is like,
I'm gonna look up the exact price at Walmart.
This is like $6.98 at Walmart, I believe.
$6.98.
So we only bought 1 pack, and then, you know, it was
splurged that day because we were really, really, really fiending for some waffles or pancakes.
The nutrients.
I don't know. There you go.
Yeah, and we bought sugar-free syrup, which was not probably the best thing to buy, because I mean, it has maltol in it, I believe.
It's got maltol, and it's just still, it's not something.
But I mean, whenever we do have pancakes, we figured, you know, what the heck, it'll be all right. But we haven't used all of this, but we come across a recipe that we can make our own with almond flour, so that way we're not spending $7 for 10 ounces. But it is worth it if you don't want to make your own batter.
If you're new to keto and you haven't figured out, like, or if you don't have, because what the deal is right now our house is pretty much keto stocked. Like, we have little pieces of things that we can use
that we picked over time.
Yeah, that we don't have to go to Amazon and buy and wait for it to get here for us to make it. So we had all the ingredients to try this recipe ourselves, and that's what we did, and that's what we like it. These are really good. I'm not gonna lie, they're good. But ours are better. No, it's discretion, whatever, you try your own. But if you really don't have the stuff to make them right now and you want something, Walmart has it, I would advise it, because they really do. And make sure you get the ones that say keto.
Yeah, because they have protein pack, they have paleo, and then they have just regular.
Also, this is another one of the things that we did have to look up and make sure we could have it, because like we've said, things are starting to be branded as keto that might not necessarily be keto.
Yeah, like with the Slim Fast Keto line, there's not a lot in that line that you really should do, because
we'll have a video on that eventually, because we've got a friend that's doing keto as well that's had some ups and downs with trying the Slim Fast things. And
there is one thing in Slim Fast that we are out of right now, but have really been a staple in our keto diet, and they're kind of pricey. But
they're worth it. To me, they're worth it, because it's like a double whammy for me.
Yeah, they're $10 for 14 at Walmart, but it is the Keto Fat Bombs, the peanut butter cups, and they're so good. They're made with erythritol, they have coconut oil in them, so that's something that we usually keep in the pantry as well, just for like if you get that sweet tooth.
It's a fat bomb.
Yeah, it's only like 7 grams of fat, and I think it's like 3 carbs. But it definitely helped a lot in the beginning. I feel like
we used to have them more before we started doing the MCT oil.
Yeah,
because that was our way of saying, hey, let's get this fat in. But we don't have them so much anymore. But they are good, and I do recommend those if you want a fat bomb. All right, here's another thing that's not necessarily the best as far as health on the health spectrum. It is considered keto, but you have to be careful, because too much of this will knock you out of ketosis, which is something you want to stay in if you're doing the keto diet. It's Hershey's sugar-free chocolate chips. Lily's makes the chocolate chips. We haven't got a hold on those yet. We bought these because we have access to them. Walmart has them, and it was something we wanted for something one day.
We put it in our waffles, our pancakes.
I wasn't gonna say pancake again. I'm so tired of saying pancake. We just spill them all over the table. They are perfect. Little. I mean, you know what a kiss looks like.
I mean, she'll eat them like first.
I can just, if I need something right then and there, I can just.
I don't like the way the aftertaste.
They have a little bit of aftertaste. Not to me, they're bitter, they're semi-sweet. But that's something that helps you get through in the beginning. Even now, we have them. We don't eat them often. I've stopped doing like the handfuls like I was in the beginning, because I'm really trying to stay in dark ketosis. But they're not bad. If you're starting off, that's something that's going to help you out if you have a sweet tooth like I did. Especially if you do, like if you pair it with the Birch Benders pancakes, you can put it in the mix and have you a couple.
I'm interested to try and make like hot chocolate with it, with maybe some heavy whipping cream, melt these down, maybe try it. I'm not sure if that's how you do it, but
yeah, well, we're not gonna have hot chocolate anytime soon because it's getting into summertime.
Yay! The next thing that is like a snack for me, and it's always been a snack for me, it just thankfully fits into keto, are just plain old dill pickles. I like dill pickle chips, hamburger dill slices. There is nothing in these but sodium, which is probably the only thing that's bad, is, you know, there's a lot of sodium in it. But this is my go-to snack. If I'm snacky throughout the day, I'll eat these and be fine.
I don't like those. I like, what are those? Are those dill or kosher?
Yeah, you like kosher.
I like kosher. She likes dill. So we rarely have kosher in the house, just the dill, and I don't do the dill. That's her go-to snack. Mine would have to be the pork rinds or anything sweet.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all we have for y'all. I mean, we have cocoa powder that we use too.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the staples like the cocoa powder, the baking powder, or yes, baking powder you have to have for certain things. Eggs, of course. Seasonings are a big deal. You want to make sure we keep Tony Chachere's. These right here are really what gets us through our week, our months. Some of the stuff is our days, like her pickles, her pepperonis and cheese, the pork rinds. Yeah, it's just we just wanted to show y'all a little bit of what we eat, because we do get a lot of questions, and we're starting to get a little bit more now that we're doing things like this. But that's what we want to do, is we want to just help people and be authentic about it. We're not health gurus.
And I'm sure there's people who will watch this and say, oh, they're not doing it right.
That's terrible. Don't do that.
And we might not be doing it perfectly right, but we've never admitted that we're perfect ketoers. I would say I'm dirty keto, sometimes lazy keto. Whitney's more strict than me, but you know, this is what works for us. We're
It's
still
working
losing,
for
we're
us.
feeling better, so.
Yeah, we're definitely, we're on the right track, and we're better than we used to be. I mean, there's keto police everywhere. It's just a matter of getting in your groove and sticking to it, and it is a curve.
Yeah,
you have
definitely.
you have to figure out what works for you. Like we said with the MCT oil, we would have never thought to try that, but we did some research and we were like, hey, let's try it, and there goes results. And we've been pretty consistent with our results monthly, so we're gonna keep doing what we're doing and keep bringing y'all on this journey.
Yeah.